All right, welcome back, everybody. All right, we're still on the same piece of property we've been catching all the fox on, and we pulled one bobcat off of here. And I had a flat set right over here in the middle of the road for about a week or two, and didn't have any luck with it. It got ran over a couple times, so I moved it just off the edge of the road, and made a dirt hole set, and I picked up our second bobcat off this property. So, young cat, MB450, got him good and solid by the back foot. So we're gonna snap a few pictures of him and remake the set. Keep moving. Coyote, trapping a new piece of property now. Had this set in like 3 days, maybe 4. I think it was the third night set on it. Anyway, we had a flat set in here, and I don't know if it's the same dog or a different one, but we've had a coyote that's been coming, and he's been working the back side of the set. You know, you've seen in my previous videos of my flat sets, I just punch a really small hole with my stake driver in the ground. He kept coming behind it, working it. I was just using small tufts of grass, you know, for backing. So after he dug it the second time, he never dug the trap. He just kept working the bait holes. And after he did it the second time, I just went ahead and took my auger and punched a big bait hole in, left a little mound of dirt on the back side, and I actually doubled up the holes. I put one directly in front of the trap and then one just off to the side, real shallow, and we nailed this sucker. MB450 got a good deep pad catch on him. It's a big mature coyote. This field, we got a huge dove field out here. It's probably 25, maybe 30 acres. They got sunflowers, corn, and they got peanuts planted in this field. And I've never trapped anywhere that had a lot of agricultural farming for peanuts, but these coyotes look like it, from what I've seen based on the tracks and everything, it almost looks like they're coming out here eating peanuts, which isn't, you know, impossible. It's a good source of protein for them, and they're omnivores. So anyway, finally nailed this dog 3 nights, and we're gonna snap up some pictures of him, get him out of here, and we're gonna move this set up on some dry land. If you can't tell, we had about 24 hours of rain yesterday. I mean, just non-stop soaking rain. So I'm happy to catch anything today. We got 3 raccoons already, and now this nice coyote. So anyway, grabbing pictures and remaking sets and keeping moving. Doubled up in this dove field. We had that first one over here, just probably, I don't know, 150 yards down the end of this row. Right on the other side of the field, we had this one. I couldn't see it because there's like a little hump in the field, but doubled up in the field. This is right on the edge of the peanuts. We caught the other one right on the edge of some corn. But this field was absolutely loaded with tracks when we came out here and set 2 or 3 days ago. We had that one in a dirt hole set. This one was a step down, and you can see what's left. There was a mound of just of peanuts really right here, and we just drilled a hole. I didn't go straight down like I typically do on my step downs. I went up in the kind of like a trash pile set really. Got another 450, another full deep pad catch. Man, I love these 450 traps. They hold big coyotes, and they're not hard on fox. You know, if you're trapping a place where you want to release fox, these are the best traps for the money. They got a good wide jaw pattern, so they don't cut, and I recommend closed jaw traps versus offsets, especially if you're doing live market, or like I say, if you're trying to release fox or cats or anything like that. The foot can actually slide in the offsets, and I found it'll cut their foot, but if you get them in these closed jaw traps, they're holding right in place. They're not going anywhere. So anyway, we're gonna grab a couple pictures of this guy, get him handled, and keep on moving. This is pretty awesome, man. It's all the rain we had, I would have never expected to double up on coyotes, but we did. So good stuff. Like I say, we're gonna keep moving. All right, here we go. We got everything freshened up yesterday. It took all day to get all our sets remade after all the rain we had. But this place we're on right now, it's got a lot of sand, so it wasn't too bad out here. And back in our spot, back in our red fox spot, got a number 7 out of this set. You can see right here where we've been catching all of them over here, and just picked up number 7. So still producing. We got a couple weeks left on this place. We're gonna snap a couple pictures of him and keep moving. All right, here we go. We're back in this peanut field we caught the double out of the other day, and we just picked up our second coyote out of this set. Had a little tuft of grass here and just made a dirt hole set next to it. Got him an MB 450. Toes are still touching the pan. I don't know if you can see it from here, but it's a good full pad catch. Like I say, these coyotes are coming in this peanut field, and I really think they're coming out here feeding on the peanuts. It's just a good, easy source of protein for them. So we're still picking them up. We only been on this property about a week, and this makes number 3, and like I say, it's third one out of this field. So we're gonna get him handled and take some pictures of him and keep moving. And I'm gonna show y'all a little video here when I go to remake this set on proper trap bedding. It's probably the most important thing you can do in trapping. It is the most important thing you can do in trapping besides where you set your trap. But when you pick out a good spot to set it, trap bedding is the most important. You can actually mess up a whole pack of coyotes by bad trap bedding. You can, if you come in an area and you're making sets and you're not bedding your traps good, and the coyotes are missing the sets, or they're digging them up, or they're not getting, you know, close to the sets, it just educates them, and it basically turns into a super coyote that you can't catch. So trap bedding is extremely important, and I'm gonna show y'all that on the next clip here. All right, so here we go. We got the set remade, caught right over here, and just moved it right to the edge of the circle. First thing, just dig out a nice, big, deep trap bed. It's gonna look deeper than what you think you need. Go ahead and get you a little hole right down straight in the center where you can tuck your chain down in. As your chain and the swivel under the trap is what's gonna, most of the time, is gonna hold you up and cause your trap to rock in that bed. I always take my swivel and I tuck it just under the outside edge of the jaw like that. Put a little bit of dirt right on top of your chain, then a little bit of soft dirt right up under it like that. Pull that swivel out and just give it a good wiggle side to side down there by the levers, and already that trap's pretty solid. I mean, it needs a little tightening up, but it's already pretty well bedded. And pack that dirt good and tight around those jaws. And then if you want to check, you know, to make sure that you're bedded solid, clean it out where you can see your pan, see your jaws, and just go around and touch the trap on all, you know, like 4 corners of it. That one's got a little tiny rock right there, but there you go. I mean, that's good and solid. That trap's not moving. And like I've said before in previous videos, if anything at all comes up here, a raccoon or a fox will dig it up and it'll make you look like a fool. You'll come the next morning, your trap will be sitting over here still set to the side. But that is the most important part of trapping, is proper bedding. Because like I say, an animal that comes up here and a trap's not properly bedded, and he figures out that there's a trap here, all it does is educate him. It makes him harder and harder to catch, no matter if it's a raccoon or a fox or a bobcat or anything, but especially a coyote. Coyotes imprint so easily on anything that they're weary of, but I mean, they imprint on everything, but especially things that they're weary of, like traps and things like that. So once a coyote realizes that there's a trap here and you're using this bait and this lure and this urine, it's almost like they got a photographic memory as far as that stuff's concerned. They remember those smells, they remember those sets, and they won't mess with anything that looks like that in the future. They will eventually, but it just takes a while. And after 2 or 3 times of them coming to a set and the trap's not bedded properly, they'll eventually quit messing with it altogether, and they'll quit messing with all your sets altogether, and you just won't catch him. And then it makes it harder to catch him, and it makes it harder for the next guy to catch him. So after I get it bedded properly, like I say, it's good and solid, not moving anywhere, and this is some pretty good dirt too. So I just give it a little sift over the top, kind of blend in the whole set with some dirt, and that's it. Try to make sure you don't have any good big clumps of dirt in there or anything. It's a good, smooth, clean trap bed now, and about 8 to 10 inches back from the hole, slightly offset, and I got a lure hole punched in over here, and that's it. Like I say, that's the most important thing you can do on your trap line, is proper trap bedding. Here we go, this number 4 off this property. Second coyote out of this set. We've caught 2 in the set right across the field, and another MB 450 catch. And this is a really, really nice, big, mature dog. Looks like might be the big alpha male of this pack, hopefully. Anyway, Caught the first one just, where was it? Heck, I don't even know. It's right here close by. Was where we caught the first one. And we just moved the set over a little bit. Picked up this second one. We're using dirt hole sets out here in this field. The flat sets just hadn't really been producing a lot. Like I said earlier on the first one we caught out here, they're working the back sides of the flat set. So I got 4 traps out here, basically in each corner of this field. And we're working on them pretty hard. So anyway, we're gonna snap some pictures and keep moving. I'm gonna show you guys a remake on this one through the whole thing. That way we can still work on that trap bedding procedure. All right, so here we go. We got our holes punched in already. So I'm gonna go with a double dirt hole on this one. I got my main dirt hole here, which will be my bait hole. And I got one here that's only about, I don't know, 5 inches deep or so. It'll be my lure hole. Once again, not a lot of backing here, so I'll just mound up a little bit of dirt right behind it. Just a little bit of backing. There's a small, low tuft of grass there. Want to come out 8 or 10 inches. And I'm gonna go offset slightly this way. Even though I got my lure hole here, I don't want my trap too close to my lure hole, so I'm gonna offset it just a little bit to the right. Dig out this big deep trap bed again. Like I say, it's gonna look way deeper than what it needs to be. And as you can see, the fight circle, the catch circle is literally the edge of it's right here. Tug, polyfill right there under the pan. All right, so get her set. There we go. She's set. Little hole straight down for the chain. Bury that chain down good. Like I say, that's going to be most of the time, that's the main cause of a trap moving in the bed is this chain and swivel. Like I say, I pull the swivel over to the side like that and just grab it by the levers and just give it a couple twists down in the dirt. Mash your jaws down and that trap's already solid. Not a whole lot required to do after that. I've said before, I like my sets down in a depression and down in a little bowl. There we go, that one is bedded. Some dirt here. A little sift, a little blending. I always take the dirt that's left out of my sifter and I'll just kind of use it for some subtle fencing, you know, just a little bit of something to keep them from stepping too far around the set. You don't want it to look super man-made, but at the same time, you got to have foot guides in there. That's it. That's how quick and easy it is to bed a trap. You're only going to get better at it the more you do it, the more you practice, the more traps you set. But like I say, that's the most important part about trapping right there, is a well-bedded trap. You will not catch coyotes, and you very rarely catch anything if you don't have a well-bedded trap. Hey, we back at it. All right, this is our third gray fox out of this set. We're still on this big power line here where we've been catching all the fox. We had to get an early start this morning, got some stuff going on today. So anyway, just real quick, you know, another dirt hole set. Got him in a Bridger 175, and this place must just be loaded with fox, man. They've got tons of quail and tons of turkey out here, so there's plenty of food source for them. Anyway, we're gonna snap some pictures and keep moving. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up with this. Just remember, you know, on top of the location, trap bedding is the most important thing you can do. Get that trap bedded good and solid. That way that thing doesn't shift when an animal comes up there to it. And you definitely see a major difference in your catch rate if you do that. So like the video, subscribe to the channel, watch some of our other videos. I got lots of instructionals out there, and there's lots of other good videos you can watch too. Lots of other trappers out there that's got YouTube channels you can check out. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I'm gonna snap a few pictures and keep moving. Thanks for watching.